abused. For example, having the freedom of speech is a right. It's a constitutional right. Um, and anyways, yeah. So that was a really bad tangent there. Because like this like it's literally a constitutional right in the United States, and the hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to speak and impairing my ability to articulate. So, by making me look crazy, they were able to depotentiate my ability to stand up for my rights. All right, and this is where this is the aspect also where I would be able to get the American Civil Liberties Union involved and pressing charges against Logan Courthouse in the state of Utah for what they did to me and also impairing my ability to um. Anyway, so I'm trying to speak right now. The freedom of speech is a constitutional right. And I basically defined that as well in that previous sentence. And by gaslighting me, they were able to impair my ability to stand up for my rights. So I literally had to be gaslighted in order to and made to appear to be like crazy or discredited or mentally ill in order to uh, you know continue being able to impair my freedom of speech. In order to be able to get away with it. So, the situation in and of itself is rather complicated, extremely complicated, but um, typically the hypnotic seals for the most part would hypnotic seals are typically used to sabotage hypnotic inductions. And in my situation, it's being used to impair my ability to um, uh, disclose evidence of the situation, or be able to receive hypnotherapy in general, right? So, typically they're designed to impair a hypnotic induction. Um, and in this circumstance, it's what I'm describing. Where, it went beyond just impairing a hypnotic induction because sabotaging my attempts to receive assistance from hypnotherapists, basically. Not just impair a hypnotic induction. Sorry, that's not to interfere um, with a hypnotic induction or sabotage a hypnotic induction. So sabotage. Um, and let's see. So um, there is music playing in the background. I might have to stop the video because of the music, and I can't risk having any copyrighted material on my videos. So I'm going to see if it's audible or not. In the last couple of days, it wasn't audible. Um, I do want to finish that sentence though, just real fast. Hypnotics are also typically designed to sabotage a hypnotic induction. And what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say. This should not. The hypnosis is prolonging and consuming my time right now by inhibiting my ability to speak. I'm just trying to finish this. And although in this situation, there we go. I even remember the specific terminology, although, this was all at once and, simultaneously. I remembered everything that I was trying to say. So, although in this situation, although the hypnotic seal was also used to prevent me from receiving any assistance and from receiving any assistance in like because what I'm trying to do is have a hypnotherapist help me by inducing hypnosis. From receiving any assistance in, or actually, impairing my ability in general. From impairing my ability to receive assistance from a hypnotherapist to induce hypnosis. or was also used to prevent me from receiving any assistance in. Um, I'm trying to talk right now. I wanted to finish that sentence. From receiving any assistance in disabling the hypnosis. Such as financial exploitation and gaslighting. Um, or in other words, what I'm just describing is um, what I'm trying to hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to speak again. So what I'm trying to describe it was financial exploitation and gaslighting. Um, wow, this is It was financial exploitation and gaslighting. It was financial exploitation and gaslighting. By gaslighting me and financially exploiting me. Hmm. Okay. Um, that's very interesting. But regardless of such, um, I guess I could even throw this out there. So I was I was hypnotized to think that uh, sorry, not to like. Okay, the hypnosis is impairing my ability to articulate right now. So I was um, I was told about the celebrity Billie Eilish receiving death threats before it happened, and then how the hypnosis impaired my ability to articulate the evidence and disclose the evidence and the situation, and to think that Billie Eilish meant gaslighting, um, and that Phineas, her brother, meant financial exploitation. And when I was writing, like when I was just happening to write that, um, so basically, I was cued to think of, especially just because um, the spelling of Phineas's name, starting with Fin, just like financial starts with Fin. So it even visually looks like that. Is almost written a little bit, right? Similarity, I guess. But regardless, so um, like basically because I cared about her and her family and everything along those lines, it meant that Phineas would also be involved, her brother, and that they might help be able to even financially assist me um, in this situation with, for example, just trying to reverse the hypnosis and press charges against the state of Utah. Everything along those lines, because that's what I've been trying to do for a very long time. Um, Anything that would inhibit their ability to abuse me, or their ability to get away with it. And again, this kind of ties into Um, Missing piece of the puzzle there. So there is also a song by Billie Eilish called "Everything I Wanted," and it's a little complicated, but I kind of wanted to describe this because I think this might have been the manner in which they gave me the post-hypnotic suggestions. So like very quickly, I guess I'll just describe it. Um, they told me that the Make a Wish Foundation was supposed to give me everything I wanted, right? And that Billie Eilish wrote the song, and they told me that Billie Eilish wrote the song "Everything I Wanted," um, pertaining to me getting everything I was supposed to want from the Make a Wish Foundation, right? And that's what they, of course, portrayed me to believe, and then they also, and then when I discovered what was going on, they repressed this from my memory until after I discovered what was like specifically going on. That the Make a Wish Foundation actually that they, and when I discovered that they impersonated the Make a Wish Foundation. Sorry about that. Um, that it was supposed to be everything that they wanted, and this might have been the context for their suggestions as well, because it would have been because I remember them telling me that they wanted to abuse me and they wanted to get away with it, and I was hypnotized to I even had cues of those thoughts at certain times, and to think that they use this as a description a multi um, billionaire like Donald Trump, saying that what that had some that in a situation like for example he is in an office pacing back and forth um, or receiving news of me doing things that would be interfering with his um, financial or even political desires as well. Um, and basically something along the lines of how they described it was we don't want um, Matt to end up on the news. We don't want um, him to have any credibility. We don't want people to believe him, and that they wanted to abuse me and get away with it. Um, Also specifically, and so basically, um, tying that together, I was hypnotized to think that, um, you know, uh, they were trying to, since they impersonated the Make a Wish Foundation, you know, I was hypnotized to believe that they were giving me everything I wanted, but the purpose of the hypnosis was actually to um, give them everything they wanted. And I actually remember them saying that it was kind of like, Donald Trump, um, uh, you know, like the situation was a lot more by hypnotizing me, they were, um, fulfilling what Donald Trump wanted, right? And Donald Trump was trying to prevent me from going on the news and everything along those lines. These are the things that they were telling me. And there's a lot that ties into this as well. There's more that ties into it, but so that's what ended up happening there. Um, Hypnosis is just inhibiting me so much right now. Wow. I'm gonna end the video. Um, Hold on, just a second. Hmm. I might as well finish writing that too. Um, the people who hypnotized me impersonated the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Claiming they were going to help me. Claiming they wanted to give me everything I wanted. To compensate for my I mean, I guess you could say to compensate for my medical conditions. To compensate me for my medical conditions. And they actually proposed this as an alternative to medical malpractice. As an alternative to a medical malpractice lawsuit. But they hypnotized me to accommodate for everything Donald Trump wanted. um, and I was supposed to write a medical malpractice lawsuit, but instead I wrote medical lawsuit, whatever. Um, hmm. In regards to preventing me from interfering with political agendas. And again, I also wanted to specify because, so they repressed this part from my memory originally. Actually, they repressed everything from my memory for like about a year um, after I got hypnotized. So I didn't even know I was hypnotized for about a year. And um, like and there's like another word that I was thinking of. I can't think of it right now. Like not business like incentives, but like business plans or preparations or something along those lines. And it correlates a lot with the situation. They told me that basically, I was since I I was trying to overcome all the greed, corruption, and evil in the world. That those people, the greedy, evil, and corrupt people, wanted to